I'm a nobody's shelter, I'm a nobody's cover, I'm a nobody's lover, and nobody's friend.
You. Oh, for God's sake.
Hello, Hazel. Herbert this end, just to let you know that I've arrived, safe and well.
Oh, big deal. Oh, hello, Herbert. How are you?
Oh, mustn't grumble, thank you. How's baby? And your mother? Oh, dear, I'm sorry. Well, look, Hazel, I mustn't stay chatting now. I've been lucky enough to get a ticket for the festival hall. I just wanted to confirm our little arrangement for tomorrow.
Yes, well, there's only one thing about that, Herbert. You see, Mother's wisdom... Can you hang on? Just a minute, please, Herbert. Just a minute.
Look, this is an extremely bad line, Hazel. I think we'd better leave our little chat till tomorrow, shall we? 1 o'clock, sharp, in the lobby.
Hello, Herbert? Herbert? Good evening.
Good evening.
There you are, your lordship. 1 vodka martini, stirred, not shaken.
Thanks, eh? All you wish yourself, gal. Except the new washing machine, of course.
Who wants a new washing machine? You just bought me a new fridge.
You're happy.
Pardon, Budge?
Say, as long as you're happy.
So long as you're happy, Budge. That's what counts. How's the martini? Cold enough?
Yeah, great. These frozen olives ain't bad, neither are they? They sort of bring out the flavour, don't they?
Don't eat too many, you'll spoil your dinner. We've got iced melon, cold salmon, and a nice chill bottle of Chablis.
What's for artists? Ice cream.
Raspberry Wolf, flavour of the month.
Highly exotic. Do you know what, Hazel? This is the only house in London where you get your dinner on a stick. I mean, I ain't complaining, don't think that, girl. Such a thing as taken for digitally too far, isn't there?
I know when to stop, though, don't I?
Excellent dinner, Mrs. Coleman. The cheese souffle was superb. My compliments to the chef.
He's well worth the money, isn't he? Of course I don't have him regular. Only when I just have special guests up. 12 quid for the evening he charges, plus your food and wine. You provide that yourself.
Very good value. Very tasteful meal.
Now then, there's fruit salad, profiteroles, strawberry flan, or would you prefer something more out of the ordinary?
I was always a connoisseur of the unusual, Mrs. Coleman.
Now there's 4-star cognac, Benedictine, creme de menthe, Grand Marnier, cherry brandy.
A 4-star cognac if it's no trouble, with maybe just a dash of Benedictine. Exquisite. First rate. You know, an artist took those pictures, do you know that? A master, that's what this fellow is.
I've got 200 sets, exclusive. The negatives come with the photos. You won't find pictures like that nowhere else in the world.
What we call a limited edition, eh?
Well, it's not rubbish, is it? I've never offered you rubbish.
You never have, Mrs. Coleman. It's a pleasure to do business with a lady of your taste and refinement.
Now, in my opinion, that is the best one. Most unusual is that.
Unique.
Now, even your Swedish girls, they wouldn't do you a pose like that, not in a million years. Now, the fact is, that girl's not a professional. She enjoys doing it. That's what comes out. Don't you think so?
That, and the lighting. The lighting is superb.
Very expensive equipment. That's the only trouble. They don't come cheap.
How much?
2,000 for the lot.
200 sets, 2,000, that's 10 quid a set. Of course, this is a specialist market. You don't sell these to the ordinary punter. I should think I could find a few connoisseurs, though, with maybe a tenant to spare for something unusual. How much is the trade price?
That is the trade price. 2,000. Now, don't mess me around, Charlie. You've had a very nice dinner. You've eaten 3 quid's worth of smoked salmon, so just let's keep it civilized. I know just how much them pictures are worth.
You know how much they're worth, Mrs. Coleman, and I know how much they're worth, but as the average mug, I mean, you see, not everyone has your taste and refinement. I mean, surely he's to a punter down for the motor show. I mean, do you think he's going to appreciate the finer points? I mean, same as if you offer him a glass of this excellent cognac. He'd just be as happy with cooking sherry. I'm sorry, I can't go above 500. It's the best I can do.
Oh, well, there's always Molly.
I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll match any offer Maury makes, but I'd be very surprised if he goes above 750.
Oh, yes. And then you'll split the pictures up between you. Oh, I've had that game before. Thank you very much.
1,000. Last offer.
1,600.
Thank you, Mrs. Coleman. That was a superb dinner. Shall I leave a tip for the chef?
I'll do that. Now, come along, Charlie. 1,500. I can't take less.
I'll sleep on it. Are you going down to Brighton as usual this weekend, Mrs. C?
Back on Monday. See what you can do.
I will. I'll see what I can do.
Is that all right?
Terrific.
Are you sure? I don't think you're all that fond of iced coffee, are you?
No, really, it's marvellous. Straight up. Haven't got any brandy on the go, have we, beyond a chance?
Yeah, I'll get some. It's in the fridge.
Right. Yes, you, Eskimo Nil. Sit down. Right. Lovely nosh, wonderful wine, and the vodka martinis are just like what Mum used to make. Now, what's in it for Hazel, eh?
Can't I be nice to you without wanting something?
It's possible, it's just never happened, that's all. Right, come on, girl, spit it out. Come on, let's have it. The sooner you tell me what you want, the sooner I can tell you what you can't have.
I don't want anything, Budge, honest. Only...
Oh, yeah, there has to be an only.
Well, you know it's Saturday tomorrow, don't you?
Right.
And you know my cousin's down from the weekend, from Leicester. And you remember I promised to show him the sights?
That's all right, girl. What have I already said?
Well, after all, I haven't seen him for 2 years.
That doesn't matter, girl. Told you I'll vanish. I mean, you do your own thing, girl. I mean, take him for a nosh up. Here, show him the sights. Made him 2 swords, Trafalgar Square, Savile Row, Nick, innit? No bother. See you back here midnight.
Thanks, Budge. I knew you'd understand.
It's all right.
The only thing is, I can't do it.
Force yourself.
No, I mean I can't meet him. Because tomorrow my mum's got to have her wisdom tooth out. And you know what she's like when she has to go to the dentist. I've just got to go and hold her hand. So I won't be back till about 6 at the earliest.
What time are you meeting Clarence the cousin then?
It's not Clarence, it's Herbert.
That figures.
Well, I was supposed to meet him for lunch.
Hazel. It must be all that cold food you're serving me. It's frozen the brain cells, isn't it? You want me to meet him instead, don't you?
Would you mind?
Yes, I bleeding would. From what I've heard, he sounds like a right schmo.
He's not a schmo. He's just led a very sheltered life, that's all. So don't go trailing round all the betting shops. Take him to the Tower of London.
I'm not taking him nowhere, girl.
And Budgie doesn't like foreign food, so keep him out of Soho. I know where he'd like. Pancake Paradise.
The that does it, mate. That definitely puts the tin hat right on it.
Budge, just for once in your life, try and keep out of trouble. I want Herbert back here, 6 o'clock, all in one piece.
I mean, you don't half take liberties with me, don't you? I mean, give me one good reason for slapping around noshing pancakes with a bleeping bank clerk from Leicester called Herbert, no less. Go on, one reason.
You owe me a favour.
Budgie!
You better wait outside, Herbert. I shan't be a tick.
That's all right, Budgie. I've always wanted to look inside one of these establishments.
Yeah, look, that is too advanced. Here, feast your minces on that and don't go talking to nobody. He's straight, so don't let him through here.
Mr. Herbert.
That's Herbert. I'm looking after him for a friend.
Can you get shot of him?
Why, Ches, we've got something on. Well, I can always bang him in the waxworks. They're taking on Matbar, I reckon.
Oh, well, there you are, Budgie. Down the hatch.
What's this thing?
That's malt whiskey, that's what the hell that is. Get it down you. Cigar?
Charlie, let me save the wear and tear on your back skyrocket. You want me to do you a favour, right?
How did you guess?
You know what? I'm going to buy myself a bleating Boy Scout diary, eh? All right, what is it this time? Taking Auntie Maud to Paddington or seeing the dogs for walkies?
Oh, something of that kind, Budgie. Tell me, in your distinguished and illustrious career, have you ever done any housebreaking?
Charlie, housebreaking is not a favour, mate. It's a job.
Favour, Budgie, your good deed for the day, Scout.
I've already done my good deed for the day in spades. Now, housebreaking is a job, Charlie. That'll cost you a ton.
Oh, for God's sake, I could get professional craftsmen for that kind of money. It's not even a pucker housebreaking. You're only required to enter a wee flat.
1 ton, 100, no less.
Oh, Budgie, you drive a hard bargain.
All right, done. 50. What's the job?
Oh, it's not what you'd call a job, but just doing someone a favour, you know.
You do somebody a favour, Charlie, I'll do you a favour, don't I? Just hit me with the name, time and a place, son.
Mrs. Coleman.
Who are Mark Coleman, the porno princess?
Mrs. Coleman, a lady of great style, taste and discrimination. And as for pornography, whatever the hell that word means, it does so happen that she has a quantity of compromising pictures. And I happen to know that the law is contemplating a raid in her flat while she's down in Brighton. I'm anxious to save her any embarrassment.
So you want me to nick them? Bring all her filthy pictures back to you, right?
That's the idea.
And you flog them.
But what I do with them is none of your damn business, you pertinent young rip. Look, I've told you, I'm doing Mrs. Coleman a favour. Now, she'd thank me if she knew about it, and I'll mark you for life if she ever finds out.
I shall need a team, Chiz.
What are you talking about, a team? What do you think you're on, the great train robbery?
A job's got to be done proper, innit? I mean, first off, I shall need a geezer to keep stopover. Second off, I shall need a Peter man.
A Peter man? Right. Look, if I wanted a safe busted, I wouldn't send for you. The stuff is in the sideboard cupboard.
Well, it might be locked, mightn't it? Specialist job. Yeah. Yeah, I should go free-handed.
Well, you can go 10-handed for all I care. You still get no more than 50 quid.
For doing you favours, who needs friends?
Now, Budgie, pin you.
Use the phone, right? When you see Dickie Tin here, tell him I'm looking for him. Tell him I've got something on. Hello, is that Strip Hooray Club? Alfie Apple there? Oh. When he comes in, tell him... Yeah, it is. Yeah. How'd you guess? Now look. Tell him I'll meet him down at Pancake Paradise. Yes, you heard me, the Pancake Paradise. And all right to you too, it's a free country, innit? All right, when Dickie Tin here comes in, that's where I'll be, the Pancake Paradise. You don't have to look like that, mate, because I've seen you in broad bleeding daylight noshing waffles in Leicester Square. Oh, come on.
I'll have Aunt Liza's huckleberry pancakes with maple syrup. Oh, and the special Lorksome Mussy melted butter, please. And to drink, I'll try the Mississippi Gambler buttermilk shandy. Thank you. Budgie?
I'll have Aunt Liza's fragrant come and get it tea with lemon.
Thank you. So, this is Soho.
Yeah, this is your actual naughty square mile.
That bookshop, eh? Do you know, Budgie, you have shown me a side of life that I did not know existed.
Well, you wait till you get down to National Gallery this afternoon, Herbert, my old son. All them naked paintings. Bristol's out there, some of them. You'll go blind in there, I promise you.
Do you really want to go to the National Gallery, Budgie?
I wouldn't be seen dead. Well, actually, look, I'd like to, Herbert, but the thing is, well, I've got to see a geezer about a geezer this afternoon, so what I thought...
Because after our recent adventure, I was rather looking forward to an expedition with a little more, well, you know, life in it.
Life? What are you talking about, life? I thought you was a bleeding bank clerk.
Which indeed I am. But that's all the more reason for spreading one's wings now and again. See, Cousin Hazel, you see, she doesn't realise. You know, she still looks upon one as a schoolboy.
Nah, that is private family business, Herbert, what I keep well out of, son. All I require of you this afternoon is to get yourself down to National Gallery and look at the pretty pictures.
Oh, I've got plenty of pictures to look at, thank you very much.
Herbert is looking crafty, Herbert is. What you been up to?
Wait a minute. Are there any flatties here?
Come again?
You know, flatties. I gather they tend to circulate in the more salubrious neighbourhoods, picking up info.
Flatties?
Yeah, texts, coppers.
The law?
Yes.
No old Bill in here, no. This is more a villain's idea. See those two geezers over there? Don't look. Only run the bleeding mafia, don't they? Chop your hands off as soon as look at you.
In that case, I'm in very good company.
You little tea leaf. God blimey, sitting there like Uncle Blimey's pancakes wouldn't melt in your mouth, and all the time you're a right little tearaway, ain't you?
Please, Budgie, all I beg of you is please don't tell Hazel.
I won't, mate, don't you fret. And listen, when we see her, we haven't had a snip of Charlie Endell today. Remember that, understood?
Budgie, I think someone's trying to attract your attention.
I'll be back in a tick.
He looks a villain if ever I saw one.
Listen, boy. You haven't seen him, right?
Since when you been a bleeding tourist, then? What you doing in here?
Tapping up this punter, ain't I? Look, Alfie, you've got to go where the trade is, ain't you? But don't you go spreading it around you see me in this dump.
I haven't seen you if you haven't seen me. What do you want?
Got a job on, free-handed.
Who for?
Big mate of mine, Charlie Endell. And he don't go spreading that around here, chop your little mittens off.
How much?
Well, all you can carry. All good gear, you know? Clocks, watches, objet d'art, jewellery, rings, bracelets, cigarette boxes, the lot. Lovely stuff, no rubbish. Split even Stevens, how's that suit?
Yeah, what's Charlie Endell get out
Never
of it?
you mind what Charlie Endell gets out of it. You just forget you ever heard that name. Now, you on or not?
Who else you taking then?
Dickie Tin here.
Dickie?
Yeah.
Never heard of him.
Of course you have. Pardon, eh? What? Who? Him.
Him?
Yeah.
He's only stone bleeding deaf, ain't he?
Well, that's all right, Alfie. He comes cheap, doesn't he? Look, mate, this is a quick in and out job. I've got to keep the cost down, ain't I? Dickie, do it for a tenner.
Who pays him then?
Look, don't you fret yourself about the overheads, mate. I'll take care of all that. Where you going to be, 3 o'clock?
Down the strip club.
Right. Business. Now, look. Sorry about that, Herbert. Mate of mine dropped in for a quick rabbit. A chat. Clocked me through the window.
Pull the other one, it's got bells on it.
You know, I've got a nasty, suspicious mind, Herbert, ain't you? That's what comes of working in a bleeding bank, ain't it? Well, go on, then. Go on, you tell me what he thought he was in here for. Go on.
He's a contact of yours, isn't he?
Well, I suppose you could call him a bit of a contact, yeah. See, the thing is, Herbert, living down here, well, it's not like your provincial suburbia, you know what I mean? I mean, you've got to keep in touch, mate. You've got to keep the old ear to the ground.
You know, Budgie, Hazel's always been a bit vague about what you do for a living. I'm beginning to see why.
No mystery, Herbert. I'm a freelance, aren't I? I'm what they call an opportunist.
And what opportunity has presented itself today?
That I can't tell you, Herbert. But I am going to be incommunicado for a couple of hours this afternoon. Now, you're going to be down at the old National Gallery,
I
right?
know what you're up to. You and your villainous friend, you're going to do a raid, aren't you?
Right. What do you think, I'm a bleeding Wellington bomber?
Well, whatever the expression is. I bet it's some nefarious enterprise.
You're the sharp one, ain't you, eh? You don't miss much, do you, eh? Now, look, Herbert, you ain't seen nothing, you don't know nothing. And when we get back to Hazel's, I've been with you all afternoon, do you understand?
Roger and out.
Right. Now, I'll tell you what I'm going to do with you, seeing as though you've been a good little Herbert. You don't want to go to National Gallery, do you?
No, not in the least.
Right.
If you ask me what I'd really like to do...
Well, come on in, spit it out, son, come on. Anything. Blue movies, strip joint. Well, come on, you only live once.
Yeah, I'm well aware of that, Budgie, so if you don't mind, I'd like to come with you.
No way.
Oh, but it wouldn't be a nuisance.
No way whatsoever.
Budgie, I thought you were a sport.
Look, I am a sport, mate, but I'm not a bleeding lunatic. You're not coming with me.
Just to watch, that's all. I mean, just to be there. It's just something to tell the lads when I get back home.
I mean, tell the lad, what are you going to do? Give them a talk on Radio 3 Leicester, criminals I've met. I should cocoa. Anyway, you don't even know where I'm going. I mean, for all you know, I might be going down to see Fulham beat West Ham.
Oh, but you're not, though, are you?
As far as you're concerned, I'm going to see Fulham beat West Ham. Well, all right, Thank you, miss. I'll tell you what, look. You want something to tell the lads back home, right? Hey? Got a pen? Now look, you take this card. It will get you into any strip joint in the West End of London, right? Just say you're a mate of Budgie's. Don't buy any birds any drinks, and don't let them get you up on stage, all right? OK, I'll see you back here at 5:30.
5:30?
On the dot.
Yes.
Right.
It makes no difference if Teddy sent you, love. It'll still cost you £1.
Oh, well, in for a penny, in for a pound.
It's not all right, Mona. This place looks like a public midden. Look, how do you expect to attract a regular clientele when you can't even offer them a clean ashtray?
It's always a bit quiet this time of day, Mr. Endell.
Well, I don't pay you to be quiet. If I wanted quiet, I'd have donated these premises to the Trappist monks. And what's he doing here?
He's always here these days. He shacks up with Gloria.
Get the place tidied up. John, your coffee, Alfie.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Endell, yeah. I just popped in, you know how it is.
Oh, that's what a gentleman's club's for, Alfie. A non-profit making organisation for gentlemen of leisure. Please feel free to make full use of our amenities.
Well, it's very kind of you, Mr. Endell. Actually, well, I've arranged to meet this geezer in here, like, and I...
Look, next time you want to meet someone, there's a very adequate clock in Victoria Station. Good afternoon, sir. Enjoying your stay in London, I hope and trust?
Oh, yes, thank you very much, sir.
The Strip Hooray Club caters especially for the out-of-town visitor. All our girls is encouraged to mingle with the guests. That is our exclusive policy.
Oh, very nice.
That young artiste that you were watching just now, Miss Gloria, I'm sure she'll be highly amenable to a drink with an out-of-town visitor.
Oh, well, some other time. Thank you.
By the way, sir, it's purely a boring formality, but you'll have a membership card you can produce.
No, I wasn't given a membership card. I just paid the lady £1.
Oh, you'll have paid the lady £1, yes. That was your entrance fee. But you see, sir, there's also your annual membership fee of £5.50, as required by the Greater London Council.
Oh, well, I don't think I really need an annual membership. So I'm only in town once a year. It's hardly worth my while.
That's what I keep telling the Greater London Council. You're driving the bona fide businessman out of town, I've said, but do they listen? They do not listen. £5.50, if you please.
Well, he might have mentioned it, that's all I can say. So much for one's so-called contacts.
What contacts would these be? Who introduced you to these premises?
Yeah, he said I only had to mention his name.
Of course, I should have recognised. Oh, my dear sir, any friend of Budgie's. Why didn't he fetch himself?
Oh, he had some business to attend to.
So naturally wanted to leave you in safe hands, eh? Well, let me assure you, as one of Budgie's oldest friends, he couldn't have sent you to a better place. Hey, Mona! Mona, let me introduce you to,
Fletcher.
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 How do you do?
Fletcher is a very special client. Bring him a bottle of champagne. Best in the house.
Thank you. Thank you very much indeed.
Pardon, Budgie? What? Who?
Alfie bleeding Apple.
Who's that then?
You know him, big mate of mine.
Pardon, Budgie?
Why don't you wear your mutton jaffade, eh? I mean, you did 3 months for nicking it, and yet you never wear it. Look, watch my lips. Now, Alfie Apple, right? Big mate of mine. Down the Strip Hooray Club.
Which club, Budgie?
The Strip Hooray! Rehearsal, lady. We're expecting Princess Anne down Old Compton Street. Thank you. Now look. You fetch him to Charlie's Bush. The fruit shop, right? Charlie Endel's fruit shop.
Oh, I'm sorry, Budgie. I'm not doing Charlie Endel. He'd have me hands on
Nobody's
it.
asking you to do Charlie Endel, you Burke! That's just a rendezvous. Do you understand? Look, rendezvous. Right? Now listen. Your cut is 10 quid. 10 quid. How's that suit?
I suppose so, Budgie.
Oh, God, he's supposed so. God, blimey, this is charity, mate. I'm doing you a bleeding favour. Well, I'll tell you something. When Budgie's shit comes home, when I've made it, I won't have riff-raff like you and Alfie Apple hanging about. When I need a team, it'll be the creme de la creme, hand-picked like what Charlie Endel uses. You're temporary, mate. So just take your bleeding 10 quid and be grateful.
Your pardon, Budgie? Eh?
Oh, yes. Oh, no doubt I'd have leapt at that job. Nigeria, here we come, I'd have said. And, you know, looking at it objectively, you would have thought that they could have chosen a senior man. See, I had all the necessary qualifications for the job. Oh, I say it myself. And then, bless me, I get past Herbert because this other chap happens to be Nigerian. I said to Mr. Lucas, I told him in so many words, I said, Mr. Lucas, I said, this is a flagrant case of carrying coals to Newcastle. What's this?
Do you want to taste it? It's the same as the other.
Oh, look, honestly, I don't think we can face another bottle. Thank you.
Go on, it'll put hair on your chest. Isn't that right, Gloria?
Oh, well, we only live once. Cheers. Salute.
Cheers.
Oh, you can imagine the schmozzle that followed that particular remark. Yeah, I was called up before the manager. I told him straight, I said, Mr. Letchworth, I said, I have been a loyal member of this bank for 15 years. Whereas Mr. Gruber, for all his splendid qualities, is relatively junior. Excuse me?
Can't you see it, love?
£22?
That's 2 bottles at $5.75 each. Membership fee $5.50, entrance fee £1. If you want to pay by cheque, I'll have to ask for your banker's card.
Oh, will you indeed? Then may I say this? In the first place, I've already paid my entrance fee, and secondly, these sums do not come to £22. The total is precisely £18.
My mistake, love. I'll make you out another bill.
And thirdly, I was given to understand that this champagne was with the compliments of the management.
There you are, love. £18.
Look, you've still charged me for my entrance fee, which I've paid, and this membership fee, which I understood had been waived.
Look, love. You've had a giggle. I've had a giggle. She's had a giggle. So are you going to pay, or do I fetch the manager?
This membership book's a bloody farce, Mona. Look at this. Baron Frankenstein, Enoch Powell, Mickey Mouse, Adolf Hitler.
They don't have to give their right names, see, Mr. Endel?
They are not required to give their right names, no, but why can't they call themselves John Smith like everybody else? And another thing, if this record's accurate, your takes is £2 short.
Oh. Well, what about him in there then, Mr. Endel? Because fair's fair. I'm not standing his bill.
Well, can't he pay? Do you mean Budgie Butler's sitting down a punter that can't pay?
He says he won't pay.
Well, that's different, that's what they all say.
I should disappear if I were you. He's got a right mood on today.
Tom,
Look, get in that door, for God's sake. It's like a bloody morgue in here. Now, sir, I believe you have a query.
Hello, hey, this thingy here, what's name? Big mate of Budgie's?
You mean Alfie Apple? You'd forget your head if it was loose, wouldn't you?
Pardon?
You'd forget... In there, in the men's room, and don't disturb Mr. Endel.
7:10, 7:15, 7:20 and a half.
Hello, Mrs. Gunelli. How's the Queen of the Cucumbers? All right, then, if I go through her?
No, is it not all right? Anyways, a lot. Anyways, a nothing through there.
Look, he said I could help myself to blood oil, didn't he? No, if you don't believe me, Mrs. G, here, I'll get Charlie on the blower. Thank you. I'm trying to get the Bank of England, isn't it?
You come here when I'm busy.
Yeah, it's all right, all right.
Anyway, what you want to hear?
Dressing up clobber, Mrs. G. I'm on a fancy dress party, ain't I?
P-Endel-E-N-D-E-double-L Enterprises Limited. The sum of £10.32p. Presumably got some form of identification. Thank you, Mr. Fletcher. Consider yourself barred from all my clubs. What do you want?
Pardon, Mr.
I said, what do you want?
Oh, excuse me, Mr. I was looking for Thingy. What's the name? Big mate of Budgie's.
That's him in there. Get him out of my club and do not bring him back.
Come on, Alf, let's be having you, mate.
You get out of my club, do you, boy? You get right out and you stay out!
It's too more.
Out beating time. Oh, don't hurry yourselves, will you? What the hell are you doing here?
Hello, Budgie. I knew you'd change your mind.
God's truth. You must have some idea where he got off to, Mona. I mean, he didn't just walk out and leave no message, did he?
He didn't walk out, he was kicked out. And another thing, Budgie, next time you send a mug
Budgie!
down to the...
Did you say Budgie?
Yeah?
Now, hear this. Next time you send a mug down to this club, be so kind as to send me a solvent mug. Do not send me a mug with 7 lousy quid in his wallet. Do not send me a mug that refuses to pay. And if you do send me such a mug, do not expect any commission. And another thing. I thought you were supposed to be doing a job for me this afternoon. Well, get on with it then. I want you to see you back in my office at 5 o'clock.
Herbie, do you want to do me a favour, sir?
Yeah, by all means.
Get yourself home. I mean, go back to YWCA or wherever you're living, lock yourself in your little room and don't come out till I fetch you, right?
Well, that's easier said than done, Budgie. I don't know the way.
Well, you get yourself a Sherbet Dab, don't you? A cab.
You forget, I haven't got any money.
Dickie, bung him up, Nicker.
Pardon? What? It's all rather embarrassing, really, because I don't know how I'm going to pay for my room at the YMCA.
Don't look at me, mate. I mean, I'm Brexit Lynn. Skin.
Well, never mind, Budgie. We'll see what Dame Fortune brings us this afternoon.
Look, Herbie, for the last time, mate, you are not coming with us.
Well, what are you going to do with me, then? I mean, you can't leave me here. Or can you?
No, I bleeding can't. Afternoon. Afternoon.
Budgie, was that wise?
No, that was very unshrewd of me, that was, Herbert. You know what she's going to do now? She's going to go and dial 999, say something dodgy's going on. A paint decorator said good afternoon.
Yeah, but I still don't think we ought to draw attention to ourselves.
Herbert, that is the whole point, isn't it, son? I mean, they clock you, but it don't register. You've got a lot to learn, mush.
But what's he doing that for? I thought she was out.
Rule number 2, Herbert. Never take nothing on trust. Right, here we go, Dick.
What's that, Budgie? Pardon?
Door, get it open. Look, are you sure you're going to be all right?
I think so.
Well, don't think so, mate. Know so. Now, what you got to do?
I've got to stand out here and mix the paints.
And what have you not got to do?
Panic, should there be any bother.
There won't be no bother, Herbert. Now, listen, who's the only geez you've got to worry about?
The commissionaire.
Right, what you do if he turns up?
I give him the, spiel.
Right, now, your bonus question for 20 points, what then?
I ring the bell.
Well done, Herbert. You've just won yourself a 2-gallon tin of eggshell blue. Hold it, mate. Dickie, hold it. Hold it. Shh. Shh. Don't say nothing. Yeah? Oh, God. What do you want?
But I think it's all right, Budgie, but there was a chap going past.
What, the commission here?
What, no, just a chap. But he gave me a very funny look.
Well, perhaps he fancied you, Herbert. Now, don't bother us, we're busy. Cool, stone of bleeding crows.
Pardon, Budgie?
Nothing, mate. I was just remarking. Stone of bleeding crows.
Sorry, Budgie, I can't hear you. Course, stone of bleeding crows, Budgie.
Stop it.
Up, Budgie.
Hey, yeah, right. OK, Dick. Off we go, eh? Over the top, mate. Touch wood. Keep your fingers crossed. Go on, Bennett. Blimey, can't I leave you alone for 2 minutes? You're worse than my bleeding nipper, you are.
I had to do something. She was watching me.
Who's watching you? Afternoon. Now, look. Just keep stum. I beg of you. All right? And just leave it all to Budgie. All right.
Excuse me?
But oh, don't wet yourself. Yes, lady.
Where are you from, exactly?
Polanski Brothers, lady. Clerkenwell Road. Only if you want a quote, you'll have to ring Mr. Polanski personal. I don't have a car, but we're in the yellow pages.
Just a moment. I'm still not satisfied. Why are you leaving when you've only just arrived?
All right, lady. All right, you've caught us out. Having our cup of tea half an hour early. Well, if you want to make something of it, lady, ring Mr. Polanski. I'm sure he'll love you for it.
And why particularly are painting Mrs. Coleman's flat when it was only newly decorated a fortnight ago?
Well, see how it is, lady. They scrimped the job, see? Yes, I mean, that is one thing you can say about Polanski Brothers. They do not come cheap, eh, lad? Well, lads, we'd better get off then. Have our cup of tea. We've got all them walls to strip. The sooner we get started, the sooner we get finished.
Not so quickly, please. Do you know what this is?
That's a police whistle, isn't it? Yes, I always carry one myself. Well, you never know when you might meet Bother, do you?
I want to see your credentials.
Oh, lady, look, we're painters and decorators, mate. We're not plainclothes detectives, are we? I mean, if you've got a doubt in your mind, lady, ring up. You bloody fool, Herbert!
Thought so.
Come on, mate, run for it, run for it!
Stop me! Ugh!
You do interest me, Maury.
Good.
You interest me strangely. Where did you, buy these pictures exactly?
Charlie, you know me better than that.
All right, let me put it another way. In what vicinity did they come into your possession?
Certain coastal resort not 60 miles from here, and that's as far as I'll go.
Brighton, Mrs. Coleman's little seaside cottage.
You said it, Charlie. I didn't.
And she said these were exclusive sets, did she?
Exclusive? Of course they're not exclusive. She got millions of them down there. As many as you can carry away, 10 quid a set.
10 quid a set?
All right, 5. I've got a van load of the flaming things out there. You know where to find me.
Oh, watch you, Morris. How's things? Pig, isn't he?
Come in.
What's your Charlie?
Oh, gosh.
Listen, mate, I've got some bad news and some bad news.
You mean you blew it?
Well, just want my day. So it happens. Yeah, do you know where I think we slipped up?
Oh, look, just spare me the gory details. Just go.
Charlie, I mean, that 50 quid of yours, you know, I mean, we'll scrub round it. It goes without saying.
Well, then why say it? Leave.
Charlie, listen. I done you a favour today, didn't I? Well, I might have screwed it, as bad luck would have it, but I done you a favour, didn't I? Well, I was wondering if you might do me a favour.
Budgie, I'm doing you a favour already. The fact that you're not standing there with your feet nailed to the floor means that I'm doing you a favour.
Charlie, come on, be serious.
I'm being serious.
Yeah, well, be real serious then. Look, it's not for me, it's for Herbert.
Who the hell's Herbert?
You know, that geezer I sent round to your club. The one you lashed up with all that champagne. Well, I don't want no commission. Thing is, the Burke's got his silk nicked.
Good.
No, you don't understand, mate. Look, come in, Charlie. If I go back to Hazel without her little Herbert, she'll bleed and kill me.
Good.
Oh, don't be like that, Charlie. Come on, can't you swing it for me, eh? Of course you can. All them big mates of yours. I mean, you can swing it, Charlie, where others can't. You know what I mean, mate? I mean, I said that as soon as Herbert's collar was felt, I said, listen, mate, there's only one geezer in the whole of London can swing this for you. That's Charlie Endell, the big governor.
Well, I'm not denying I do have contacts, but I'm asking why should I waste them on you?
Well, Charlie, isn't it? Swings and roundabouts. So you do me a favour, I'll do you a favour. It's what makes the world go round, isn't it, Ches?
I'll see what I can do.
I won't forget this, Charlie.
You won't have the chance, believe you me. Hello, could I speak to Inspector Bryant, please? Or just tell him it's a friend. And you haven't heard this conversation. Remember that, if you breathe one word. Hello, Colin, Charlie this end. How are you? Fine, fine. I believe you're looking for Mrs. Coleman. Well, you know how it is, one gets about, eh? Well, why I was ringing was I was wondering if you were aware of Mrs. Coleman's activities in Brighton at all. Oh, yes. Very big indeed. Well, in that case, why don't we meet for a drink and I'll give you a few details, huh? Good. My office it shall be. Oh, and Colin, while you're on the phone, I believe you're holding a young fella called...
Herbert Fletcher.
Herbert Fletcher. Oh, he's very small fry, Colin. Yeah, quite harmless. I wonder if you'd like to do me a personal favour, eh?
1 cube of ice or 2, Herbert?
One is sufficient, thank you, Hazel. It's excellent chocolate gatto.
Now, tell me all about your day. Where did you go?
Well, it's a bit difficult to remember, really. Budgie, where did we go?
Well, we kicked off at the YMCA, didn't we? Yeah. Then it was a quick cab over to National Gallery, then Tower of London, saw that, belted round that. Then we had House of Commons, Tate Gallery, Wallace Collection, Victoria and Albert Museum. Oh, then we had a quick pancake, Hazel. By the way, here's the bill for that, girl. What then? Petticoat Lane, Westminster Abbey, number 10, back home. Done a lot today, didn't we?
You have been busy.
Yeah.
I hope you remember to buy your mother a present, Herbert. You always take her something back, don't you?
Yeah, he bought his mum some coronation table mats. Off of that stall in Lambeth.
Yeah, that's right.
By the palace.
Yeah, coronation table mats.
Oh, she'll like that. Why have you got them stuffed under your pullover?
Pullover? What pullover?
That square shape sticking out. Come on, let's
No,
go.
look, now, Hazel.
Come on, don't be silly.
Hazel, this is private property.
God almighty.
Don't look at me, girl. I don't know where you got them from.
Well, I half-inched them, didn't I? From the nick.
Half-inched them? From the nick? Who's been teaching you to talk like that? And what nick, anyway? Budgie, what was he doing in the nick?
Well, there's a very simple explanation, actually. You see, me and Burke over there, Herbert, well, we were sitting in the National Gallery looking at the Mona Lisa, see? All of a sudden, a dirty great copper comes along. He says, right, nobody move, because the Venus de Milo. Hazel! You watch it, Hazel! Get off! Ow! Hazel, cut that out! Hey!
I can go for a walk on a crowded street and see millions of faces staring at me. Some of them smiling, some of them glad, but most of them don't even know that I'm there. That's how I want to be, 'cause no one belongs to me. I'm nobody's fool and I'm nobody's friend. Nobody pleads for me.